Family, I hope you guys are keeping warm, keeping safe, and keeping healthy. And for the people that are infected or affected, I wish you all the best. And I know definitely that you're going to make it through. And sterkte. Now, without wasting any time, I just want to spare some few minutes and talk about something which is quite taboo to some of the guys, something which needs to be left alone. And that thing is the truth. The truth. Here's my question before I actually get into it. What is the truth? And I'm not talking about your version of the truth. I'm also not talking about my version of the truth. But what is the truth? Because, there's a lot of things that have been happening quite lately. And at some point, I know that you probably paused and you ask yourself, what the heck is happening? But we don't want to do it because, or we don't want to question, or we don't even want to discuss it because it's considered taboo. We've promoted a society which believes that if I don't agree with you, I hate you. Or if I don't agree with you, I don't have to talk to you anymore. Or if I don't agree with you, instead of engaging in a healthy debate, we get into bullying tactics. Because if I'm telling you what I believe or what I think is the truth for me, you shooting me down, calling me names, that's not a healthy debate. That is bullying. It has a name now, it's called cyberbullying, but at the end of the day, that is bullying. We need to normalize, hear me out right, we need to normalize having healthy debates. Because internet or social media for some reason has promoted this thing of people saying something and not even thinking about it. Or thinking about it a little bit. So you just say something, even if it's out of context, even if it does not carry any content, but the fact that you have a data, you have a phone, you feel that you just want to weigh in and say something. I speak about this because since I started with this thing of probing and investigating and questioning everything, people have actually come to me or went on my wall or went on my social media, called me names. And I found, it's normal to the society. You're not supposed to probe. You're not supposed to ask. You're just supposed to take it. And to me, that's BS, man. That's a total wrong BS. BS, I mean belief system. Don't take it wrong. Hopefully, you are not offended. The truth, according to me, it's something that resonates with you. The truth is a visceral thing. It's something that feels right for you, not necessarily comfortable, because there's a difference between something right and between something that is comfortable. And here is what the truth is not. What I'm going to tell you now, it's not the truth. The fact that you hear something over and over and over again, it does not make it the truth. It does not. The fact that something forms part of the secular media does not necessarily make it the truth. It does not. So we need to understand or differentiate between what is secular and what is the truth. Because the fact that you hear something being said over and over again, my sister, my brother, does not necessarily qualify that thing as the truth. It does not. And while we on that one, why is it that some of the things are considered taboo when you question them? Why is it? Why is it that it's considered taboo to question the religion? Why is it? Why is it considered taboo to question politics? Why is it so? Why is it considered taboo when you question the news? Why is it? Could it be that something is being protected? Could it be? Because I'm from a school of thoughts that suggests the moment you start pushing back, the moment you start explaining, the moment you start being emotional about something, it means there's something that you're hiding. Because if you telling the truth, you don't even need to explain it. If you telling the truth, you don't even need to back it. And if somebody challenges you, you don't need to be emotional, or you don't necessarily need to get emotional. But I find that our belief systems are not doing us justice most of the times. That is why we're living in a society which believes that the fact that somebody or a lot of people are doing it, it has to be considered the truth. Or because this thing has been said over and over, it has to be considered the truth. It's not the truth. If then that's a society that we're living in, it's not a healthy society. Because when you're asking something, especially from the people of authority, when you're asking them something, they push back and they call you an insubordinate, or they call you insubmissive, or they give you a whole lot amount of names. I've been given such names because I question everything. Why do I need to do this? Why do I need to walk like that? Why do I need to do this? And every time when you ask it, or every time when you probe, or when you present this question, you get a pushback. I have a problem with that attitude. I do have a serious problem about it, because it's necessarily wrong. Because if you got nothing to hide, let us have a conversation. If you don't agree with me, don't shoot me down. If you don't agree with me, open up and hear me out. But don't just cast it in stone and say, this is how it's supposed to be. Because I believe that we have been told, or are we living in a democratic world, which is South Africa, actually democratic nation, which is South Africa. But why is it that I get a feeling that we're living in a authoritarian kind of type of society? Because when you tell me something, if I ask you, you have a problem. We can't be living like that. This makes people like me want to probe it further, because there is definitely something more than it meets the eye. So, the truth is coming up. It's rising up. There's no way that we can be able to stop it anymore. We can do whatever, or the powers that be can try to stop the truth. The truth is now. And it's coming out and it's sprouting out, and I doubt that anybody can be able to stop it. You know, Jordan Peterson said something which resonated with my talk, or still resonates with my talk. He said, I'm just going to paraphrase him. He said, we are living in an era of invisible college. There are lessons everywhere you go. The fact that you're not paying attention to them doesn't mean that they're not there. There are lessons everywhere you go. So the time is now that we need to pay attention. The time is now that we need to drop our BSs. The time is now that we need to open up and hear other people's out. The time is now that we need to hear other people's perspective. The time is now that we need to be a questioning society. The time is now that we need to be the society that thinks for ourselves, not just taking things just as they are. No, we can't be living like that. But then, what I wanted to talk about today was just the truth. I just got a bit derailed there, because sometimes, we're living in a very disturbing society. So the fact that something has been said over and over again, the fact that something is being said about in the media, the fact that something is being said by an authority figure does not necessarily make it the truth. No, it doesn't. We need to open up and have a healthy discussion and stop bullying people by calling them names. Thank you very much for tuning in. See you guys then on flip side. Enjoy.